Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Good Living Podcast. First of all, I want to say congratulations to everybody that graduated recently, like last week, Uni Agric and BSU. And I want to talk about school, you get? And different things, there are different things I want to talk about. That I noticed, even me too, I've been through this thing, you get? I graduated, finished my exam, so to speak, because everybody's calling it graduation, but people who don't do them, say, they're not even finished at that point. And it gets some few things. I don't know why I'm speaking so much pidgin. There's some things I want to talk about. First, if you notice, people celebrate this thing not like they've achieved something. They celebrate it like it's a problem in their life that they have overcome. They celebrate it like it's a bondage. It's this task that they just had to finish and now they're finally finished it. Now they can rest. It's not like, oh, I've gained something, which is what it should be. And it shows how, quote unquote, useless that the thing is or could be. And I'm not going to talk much of it. I think everybody knows, you get, because education is the only sector in the government, all the sectors where the government is the only industry or sector that is increasingly useless year after year. Each year education is becoming more useless and more useless, and each year it's becoming more expensive and more expensive, so it's becoming less valuable realistically. And it's also becoming more expensive. How is something becoming less valuable and more expensive? I don't know how we'll talk about that, but maybe we'll ask our government later. And so after school, the reality is,
they break, you bath, brush your teeth, you hit the street.
That's just the fact of the matter. It's the truth of the matter. That is why when people finish school, graduate, next thing you know, that tailoring they go learn, because you know that you have to hit the street and start hustling. Your degree doesn't, all of us know our degrees are going to be worthless. I'm not trying to say don't be excited when you finish school, because the suffer you suffer for that school, you have to celebrate it. That's what people are actually celebrating, that they are done with that suffering, not because, oh, they've been through this and they've finished and now they can move on and qualify for better things. And I don't sound like, I don't know how to deliver this without sounding like a bad belly, but I'll just dish it out how it comes to me. For example, this girl, Maria, right, BSU theater arts, just finished. The video posted her dance video. She's got followers on TikTok. She's dancing on TikTok and is gaining more followers even after that. And monetization of TikTok or whatever is going to give her, at least in the short term, more money directly than whatever she has learned in that BSU. She spent 4 years there. The video has done more for her than BSU did with one post. We'll leave it at that. So tell me why tailoring shops and makeup studios are filled with people that just finished school. Because you know, inside you somewhere, you have to learn something you will use and make money. And that's not what you're doing in school. The whole time you're in school, you're not learning what to use and make money. You're just doing it because it's almost like peer pressure. It's almost like this reputation and the fear of deviating from what's normal. Everybody has, so everybody has to go to school because everybody's going to school, and it's just the thing that is popular, that seems to be the best option. If not, aside that, be say it be the thing. And I understand that there are people who actually school they help you get. There are people who go to school and then they become lecturers from there, which is like the first class people, that's it. But how many percent of the total people who go to school are those people? 0 point something. People who actually get jobs from there. Then people who actually study, who actually go into the fields that they study, is engineers, doctors, lawyers, and maybe 1 or 2 other professions. The rest, we just enter street to go hustle. Apart from these ones. And even inside these ones, maybe all of them, they do them. So I'm just trying to I'm not bringing any new opinion to your face. It's facts I'm just bringing to everybody's face. Let us just be knowing what's going on. In case you have children, in case you have plans, in case you're about to enter school, you can actually see the raw options that nobody will tell you and make a decision from there. You get? So you see plenty business people with degrees. Molly Skincare. She has a business, a booming skincare production business. That's not what she read in school, but that's a successful business that she has built. She had to go and learn that after school to build a career out of it. All the things she learned in school, follow. Highest is a clientele or a network that she's built from school, not what she learned in class. Okay, now. And over 100 courses, we in this country, our universities are doing offering over 100 courses, and only 3 or 4 are professional enough that you can say, okay, from there they go work. Everybody, MCB or theatre, whatever you read, you are going to the bank to go and work or one other place. Jobs no day. Jobs no day. As in case you're looking at school as your number one plan, your plan A, there are no jobs. Same school that you will go after the software, they will cancel your chapter 3 and 4 or your chapter 1 and 2. Something that you know you will not even use. They'll be whining you. You can turn your project into a textbook and sell. For how many shop you want chop with the textbook you make with your project? Don't fucking kid me, I beg. So my own advice would be this: if you never enter school, right? If you're still like writing jam or whatever, and you know what you want to do with your life, you know you're a very good footballer, or you're very good at acting, or you're very good at something that you know is it has a high market and could pay you well, like football and other things, music maybe. Instead of school, if you already know what you want to do with your life, I think you should use those 4 years of your life chasing that down passionately instead of pausing it. Because some parents will say, I know you're good at football, but finish school first. And the question you don't ask your parents is why? Well, I'm so good at it that some academies don't try to sign me. But say, yes, so we know that you are good at it, but my parents say make I finish school first. Why do I have to finish school first? What is in this school? You ask yourself these questions. So person when no Greek go school say he won't follow in dream, it will be as if he's deviating. Every time that's the notion that he's deviating from what he should do. But to me, it's just common sense. So if you have somebody that has a talent that knows you know say the person should do something, advise them to do it and leave school. Is when you don't know, you don't have a plan, which is not bad at all, which is how a lot of us really found ourselves. When you don't know, when you're not sure, that is when you know, okay, school is the proper thing to do. When you're not sure, you go school. You go from school, you go learn things, from there you can now find your purpose. But if you already think you know your purpose, or you know somebody who has something in them, they should chase it down. Because education, especially in Nigeria, is not the thing. But congratulations to everybody that finished school. I want to name names like people who are no plenty who graduated, but it's not possible. It's not possible. But shout out to my younger brother Felix and I finished. Who again? I wrote some names down. Look, only my brother will call out a big. But a lot of people in foreign level theatre at BSU. I know a lot of them, and my congratulations go out to a lot of them. But thank you very much for listening and watching the Good Living Podcast.